EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, baby.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And right away, he lost the football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes being chased out left. He is going to find Hill here. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
'57's the mic. Watch 57. Who that? Who that? Hey, check 24. Hey, 15. Crunch. Tighten up.
They go back to the ground with Williams. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
I'm coming after you. Come back. Wide. Get wide. Check 52. Mike 55. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. No.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. 180. Replay.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Hey, 47. Go. Like 22. Work. 26.
Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Watch the twist. Hey, kill. 47. You on front. Yo, 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Under. Strip that ball. Kill.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. On second down now, it's Elliott. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
We go 46. It's great. Check.
On the draw, it's Pollard. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to fourth down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Byron Pringle, 67 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
44, Mike, 44. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check. Switch. Go to 54, Ryan.
Looking to throw. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Check three.
26.
Prescott now. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken very short. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now from the 50. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
47. Switch it, hey.
Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, kill. 47, 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete here. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Here we go, D, get off the field. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check safety.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Mike Bennett. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Check. Defense wins championships. Here we go, 46. Joker.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 26. We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, 47. is the mic. Stay with your man. Delta. 24 is the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Slam. Check the backer.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Yellow.
Back to throw, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A big run that time by Elliott. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be taken short. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He finds McCoy. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Yellow, yellow. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hey, 57, 57. Under 10, 10. Check, check.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
36. Yellow. 56. Mike's 56. Get that quarterback. And off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Here we go. White. Hey, gun. 21. Hey, seam 6.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Gets past one man, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check. 24 is the mic. Here we go. 12. I got you. Let's get off the field, D.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Always got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132 fighting.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
You draw Corker. 12, fellas, here we go. Bravo. Like 22, he's coming, 22. Hey, gun. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, he finds Sanders. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
21. Tighten up.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
21. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. No. Greystone, Travis. White. Hey, Orbit.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 20. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go! Let's go!
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is boom, fellas. Let's go. I'm coming. Check 99. Check 99. Switch. Check 9. Kill.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable. And here he says, we're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, 43. Bravo. Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow. Alert 3.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They run for it with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll roll him out right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Rush in. Check.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Come. Check 21.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yellow. Hey, let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going up top into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 40 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Mike 20, Mike 10, 43, 15. Pull together. Hey, Mike 20, Mike exit. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They run again with Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
21. I got you. Hey, high 7. 24 is the mic. Hey, check. Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
44 is the mic.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Hatchet. Hey, gun. 11.
Here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
11. Watch the ship. I got you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11. 2. Come on, QB, come on. Tight dog.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike 20. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out a 4th down.
You got it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Don't be mad.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You got tape. You got tape right there. 25, check 25.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
56 to Mike. 56.
Attack, attack.
We got to get the Delta. Ball right here, let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Bang.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Joker, Joker. Switch, switch, switch. 49, check 49, check 49.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down.